G'day, it's 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. It's time to stream. Today we're going to stream one of my favorite games, Heat Signature. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to start right from the tutorial. I've played it before, quite a number of times. But let's actually start with the tutorial here. So why am I streaming this now? Well, I finished Invisible Ink. I've got travel and things coming up, and I figure oh, and also this is getting an update. Hey, I can grab my face breaker. Excellent. So this game, there's an update currently in beta, and so that, okay, pause. Oh, right, left click on that. Yep. And it is super good. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this awesome game and play around with the new parts of this awesome game. All right, yes, this is meant to teach you about noise. Gunshot. This, they get hit. Unpause when you're ready. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, thank you. All right. So I've been playing a lot of this game. What do I want to say here? Okay, the challenge update. The challenge update is currently in beta. It actually got an update today. Like, I've got the beta right now. It got an update today. I don't know what changed in that particular update, but I am going to go through kind of the major changes with this update. So, firstly, yeah, break the glass, throw that out. And then we can have this whole start of this. We actually get the very first look at our acid cloud. This is procedurally generated, so thus semi-random. We'll get a station right in the center, and the idea here is that there are 4 factions fighting over a dust cloud. Not dust cloud, acid cloud. The best source of battery acid in the galaxy. Heat signature. Alright. So now we've got ourselves that station. Home. And now we need to remote the pod. So the key thing with Heat Signature, the thing that makes it awesome, is you got a bunch of really powerful tools, and you can pause at any time to use them. And when you're in space, you can use your own pod to do many of these things. Whoops, this is a problem of speeding up time, which is the other thing you can do. So time is very malleable for you here. Talk to breaker. And yep, go through all of this conversation, doesn't really matter, and retire. There we go. Alright, so we got a new galaxy. So the very first thing that has changed here. See these traits on the right hand side. So that means that you've got characters that are stronger and weaker than they otherwise might be. Ooh. Any lethal damage kills you. Okay, so I'm going to go with this character because they're difficult. That's all it comes down to. I've played a lot of this game. Alright, so we've got ourselves frail, which means basically I can't risk being taken out by anyone. Cool. Got shaky, which means guns are less reliable. I'm probably going to dump this gun in exchange for something more useful. On the other hand, we did start with the concussion hammer, which is the second best melee weapon in the game. What else can we get right now? We can get a grenade launcher for real cheap. I'm gonna do that, since grenade launchers are not guns, so they're not affected by shaky, and it means that we can potentially do some of these. So this is the other new thing. Now you can have ships with random kits, which means that you don't get to see what the guards have. And indeed, they're not necessarily consistent between them. That said, I think I'm just gonna do the easier mission because I don't have a crash trap. So I don't have a way of dealing with shielded guards. which the other one could generate, and probably would. And I could try and deal with that, but I honestly don't feel like it. Okay, let's hijack this ship. There. And that. So this is, again, the kind of thing that I love about this. That's right, I can just run in and hit all of those people. Okay, so the other thing that's changed here. So see how we got gun here? And we got quiet concussive gun. So they've revamped the sound system. It used to be that quiet was a modifier that just shrunk this grey circle, which is the circle of noise. But now it doesn't do that. Instead, it affects whether or not the sound goes through walls. So right now, I can grab this gun and I can fire it off with impunity. Not really much point to it, of course, because it's useless. But it could be quite relevant when I'm dealing with other areas. Okay. So, and now silenced weapons, which used to be something else you could unlock, only exist in one place, and that is in the trait system. So, it's a lot harder to get many of those things. There we go. So, thrown weapons are ridiculously powerful because they got there's no cooldown on thrown items. But the thing is, if you're right next to someone, it also doesn't count as teleportation. Goodbye, sir. And there. Alright, we've hijacked the ship. I was hoping that there'd be some loot on it. Whoops, that's not the thing I was looking for. But oh well, we'll cope. Okay, let's get going. Now we're home. Bloodless, Enigma, Silent, Unscathed. So, none of those matter that much at this point. One of the reasons why I want to do this is I've never finished a frail character's personal mission. And that is relevant because I want that. Okay, so this is doable as long as I also grab an acid trap. And I should be able to do that, right? Yes. It's not a good acid trap, but it is self-charging. So that means that I can already deal with the armor that they happen to have. Okay, now let's get going. Head to the ship. It's another hijack mission. These ships are very narrow and lengthy, so they are a lot more straightforward to go for. Okay, let's see. So the first thing I can just try is this. But I need to observe where the guards are going to go. Because one of the changes that this introduced is that guards do not always behave the same way that they used to. It used to be, it was very simple to work out what guards would do. That an individual guard would leave a pod and they'd go to a screen. And now they don't do that. Now they instead can do that, or they can go and guard a room. They can travel in pairs, which means that they have someone watching their back. Yeah, there's a whole lot of different behaviors. The other part is how the game handles when a guard does not return from patrol. So it used to be they would never notice. So this guard, however, at some point is going to realize that all of their buddies are gone. And what they do now is they panic. Like, hey, where did everyone go? And that's a really nice little detail. It is inconvenient, right? Actually, I would rather they didn't do that. Because most of the time, I want them to, you know, not react. I'm just gonna go here, put that acid trap down. So let's see. Looks like these guys are all going to random panels. And it's a random pair, which it also actually allows me to do things like one option I have for dealing with these people is to wait for those two to leave. But I don't think it's necessary, so... I am risking things here. Because if they saw the body, then that would cause us problems. And then again, because they would be the last pair, they would generate panic when they went to do things. Oh, actually a shotgun is what I want over a gun. Over a quiet gun. Because a shotgun, I don't need to aim as much. I kind of love that detail. It's like, well actually, if you can't aim, then you want a shotgun. Okay, so I'm doing this, which is a little bit of possibly bug abuse. So it's a way of moving a trap, and like throwing an arm trap. So that's like what happens is you throw the trap, you pick it up, and then you deploy the trap. So because I hit him, he's panicking, which is not ideal. He's not going to stop panicking. So I need to deal with that. I guess I will just do this. Hey, I said throw. So that's the thing that can happen. I still have not figured out a way of reliably doing that. And that's just that you throw stuff and then you go to throw something and instead it activates and you charge. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to drop the acid trap on the captain. Here we go. And then I'll just wait for you to leave, hit the captain, pick him up, and take him away from all this trouble. Okay, now, yeah, I guess we'll just let people head out. Does look like they pick a random path, in which case I should be more sensible. So if they're going to pick a random path, the acid trap is definitely going to work here. And I got this. And there we go. Ship secure. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, visitor. Excellent. And now we'll grab that the acid trap. We don't want to dump that in stash, and off we go home. Alright. So that got us a little bit of liberation progress. Liberation is surprisingly slow right at the start. Okay, scrambler gates are irrelevant to us. This is gonna again be a relatively easy one. Why are we carrying the gun? I think we'll grab the crash beam as our secondary. Okay. Oh, glitches are down south. So the galaxy I've been playing there up north. It's kind of weird how galactic geography messes with you. Okay, that's inconvenient. Pick him up, throw him up that way. So the downside, which is not necessarily a downside, of these particular of the concussion hammer, is that it sends guards flying. Sometimes that's great because it means that you can knock a guard through a window or that kind of thing. Sometimes it's really inconvenient because you will reveal yourself to the guards. Okay, here, and then I hit you, and then I hit you, and then everyone's happy, and I take that stuff. Good. Okay, so this is the kind of thing I was talking about before. So if I get these two to go away, I've got a much better chance of running in and taking out the two that are still present. That'll do actually. There we go. Nope, nothing we want to grab. And then we can hit the captain. So, do we want to steal this ship? I think it's just easier if we do this. And you guys can go on your merry way, and I'll go up here and back to base. Okay, so we got ourselves our first liberation point, and we want to use your liberation points as quickly as possible towards the start, because you want to unlock things, but also not just like the things that you're grabbing here. And of these, I'm not sure what I want most. I want to get to swappers, because swappers let you do some really broken things, so I guess I will do that. Let's see, I also want rechargeable teleporters. Wow. So I kind of need to do this, and I need to do this. Because, okay, fine. We'll start with glitch traps. They're useful. But this is what we're getting from this. We did that, and now bloodless missions. So the main reason that I really want to get this stuff done is I want not bloodless missions, but I want harder missions. These aren't paying a whole lot. And frankly, that sucks. We've got a long-range crash beam. But do we have a crash trap? No. Alright. We'll do that. So what we want to do basically is get enough cash to do our personal mission, and then we can actually start unlocking things faster. Because the personal mission is a harder mission, it's going to give us a lot more pay, which is what we need right now. You are going to move that way, that's cool. So let's do this. Pick you up, drop you here, and then put this crash trap down here, and then hit you with a hammer. Pick up the crash trap while we're at it, hit you with a hammer. Okay, now this means I can dump this crash trap here, and you're eventually going to trigger it. Oh, there's no boss in this area, really? How interesting. Give me that hammer. Clunk, clunk. So you go for the one right next to you, because then it doesn't even use a teleport to pick it back up. Okay, yep, that's all good. And it used to be that this would be a great opportunity, because I'd just get them to come back to me. But unfortunately that no longer works, so pick you up, throw you over here. Crash trap hasn't gone off yet. That's okay, because I've still got charges on this, so I'll take out the captain. Throw the captain away. There. Oh, I see. Is that how it is? Ah, fantastic. Then you go over here. Great. And then we can get you. And now we got ourselves another slipstream. Not gonna say no to a good slipstream. Is this a bloodless mission? It isn't. So I was tempted to kick them into space, but why not? Just do it this way. So now we've got our objective. Now the real question is, what is our objective? It's a stealth shield. Cool. Because steel items are actual items that you can take and use. But, let's see. It could even theoretically have been an unlimited one. Probably wouldn't. By unlimited I mean rechargeable. Okay, so now, do we have enough cash yet? Score to settle. Alright, great. Here's your money. Got it. Yes, indeed. Grand Theft Starship is the way we play. Okay, so, our personal mission. Okay, So the reason why I'm making these noises... I think this is a change. They've actually colored a lot more of these things. So this is kind of good and kind of bad. So we want to kill someone. But they're on a really big foundry ship. And they have 3 of the 4 new guard types. Like special characters that can appear. So they got a jammer who basically is going to make it so a bunch of our devices won't work in chunks of the ship unless we destroy those things. They've got a predator who basically will just kill us if we show up near them. And then we have a defender who basically makes it inconvenient to kill a bunch of guards. That said, there's a really shitty workaround for this, so I'm going to take it. Game. Item doesn't exist when trying to add trait to it. 107372. This message has been copied to your clipboard. Okay. So, I'm just gonna put that in Notepad. So, looks like we got a crash. Huh. Hey. Game. I want this game to be full screen, and it suddenly no longer is. Ah! Okay, that was bad. Okay. Better. So I did get a mission. We just got weird behavior first. I guess I should report that as a bug. It was 22 minutes in. I'm not recording this because I forgot, but I'll have to grab the VOD later and sort that out. Okay. So, I'm going to show you the way that you end run this kind of mission, especially when there's no alarm response. So firstly, what we're doing right now is we're looking for a ship with at least 1 gun, although the gun is actually optional. Okay, we've got 21 seconds to get through this ship. That's fine. Give me that, give me this. Oh, perfect. Pick you up, take you over here. Okay, so those guys all got panicked. Lovely. Okay. That's a quiet shotgun, so I don't need to worry about alerting the other pod. You get out into space. Okay. So, we got ourselves a ship. Why did you want a ship? Well, the thing about ships is they got guns. Now, we got a target. Now, we're the same this ship is the same faction as the ship that we're dealing with. And that means they aren't going to expect an attack. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find out where our target is, because we can tell. We're going to get nice and close. Okay. Because you can tell exactly where on the ship they are. There we go. Got it. No living witnesses either. And now that ship won't even try and target us, because we took out the captain. So now I could literally just blow the ship apart. I mean, it's not very charitable, but, you know, no witnesses. And you can see people blown into space as you do this. And each room that gets destroyed also impacts how the ship moves. So I'm doing this because I'm a terrible person, and also it's kind of just fun. It's just rare that you get to slowly pick apart an enemy ship. So if you are close enough to an enemy ship, when you right click on a room, it targets that room. Which is why I can do this. And I don't actually need to be super accurate. I do need to not ram the ship, and I'm a little bit worried about doing that right now. Yeah, I know I need to neutralize all the crew on this ship. Alright, there we go. We literally destroyed the ship with our target on it. Because we are nice people. I need my hammer. There we go. And there we go. So that is kind of a dodgy workaround, but it works. It's entirely within the game's systems. That enemy ship didn't have an alarm, and we didn't care about the alarm either. That's one of the things that can complicate that approach, of course. And now we can just head back in. We're going through glitches space, which could, in theory, result in us being targeted. But chances are it's not going to matter. So in we go. And we will even spend our liberation. Okay, so we've got to go this way, apparently. That's too far away. Pity. Okay. Still definitely want swappers. Because swappers let us cheat another way. Excellent. Now we've got audacious missions. Okay, so do we keep going with this character, or do we retire him and pick a new one? That's a real question. Let's see. Let's see what audacious missions we've got. We're not at a point where enemies are... Okay, this is kind of a shitty audacious mission, honestly. We're not at a point where enemies are actually going to be causing us grief. So I guess, yeah, let's do it. We just got defenders. Yeah, sure. So what I want to do basically is use this character until they stop generating for liberation. Do we have a swapper? No, we don't. Okay, that's cool. So that's where our target is. So we could do the exact same trick, right? This alarm response doesn't result in the ship retreating, so we honestly don't give a shit about it, basically. Okay. I didn't take my crash trap. So you know how I said we could do that? We actually are going to do that. So we're going to troll around here. You are the wrong faction. Here's one. Here's one. Good. So we don't have a way of crashing enough shields, basically. So what I'd rather do is not have to. I'll take this. Sure. And I'll go around this way. So this is like a super under-equipped ship, which is great for me. Okay, go get that key, find out what's in here. So that guard patrolling is also great. So the reason why I say that is, okay, the game just wants to give me slipstreams. Don't know why. So normally when I press F, it'll try and go back to the nearest station. But if I hold F, it speeds up time, which basically lets this ship feel like it responds way faster. And so that's what I'm doing, which is why I kind of want to leave people alive. Okay, so because this ship just has reinforcements we don't give a shit about, I can do this. Okay, so our target is in space. And you can see, or rather you can hear, the teleporter going off. That is irrelevant, because it's going off because reinforcements are coming to that enemy ship. We're never going to go on that ship, so it doesn't matter. We're still going to get paid, because we killed someone. There we go. 80 cash. Now, do we get reduced? Yeah, 86% liberation. See, that's the kind of thing that we're worried about getting. Okay. at this point, I don't see much future in this character. They're probably going to get themselves killed. I could buy an overpriced swapper, which would change things. Okay, if I sell you, and you, and you, and you, and take that, then I can buy this swapper. Alright, so we got a plan. This lets us do a lot more audacious shit. And about the only thing that's missing here is a sidewinder. Yes, okay. So if I sell you off, you're gonna help me. Okay, so let me show you the ridiculous things that you can pull off with a sidewinder and a teleporter and all of that. So, we've got a very well equipped ship that we're dealing with. Okay, so we are trying to rescue someone. This ship is going straight forward. This actually makes things way easier on me. Okay, so what I do, I eject myself into space. Then, using this, I can just teleport my way to near our target, and then, boop, I'll swap with them. So I was hoping that my pod would interact with them there. It didn't. That's a pity. So now what I'm going to do, because I'm in a safe part of that ship, I'm just going to move over here so I got a convenient spot to go to. Next step is to get the heck out of here. Also, I've somehow got this stealth shield where I am, so I'll send that to Stash. So what I want to do is I want to swap with someone. So I guess what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly just wait a little bit. Yep, okay. Ah, you sneaky devils. So, what I can do here, swap with this person, take this hammer, and throw it. We're sucked into space. And I can then go and pick up myself. Okay. And go over here. And that got me 82, and more importantly, a chunk of liberation. This lets me go over here, unlock the glitches tick. Enigma missions. Right, yes, no one gets to see you on Enigma missions. Okay, cool. Now, at this point, we're getting 67% liberation. It's not worth it. Retire. What do we want to retire with us? Let's go with limited juke. Okay. So that means that now anyone who plays with me, I don't know if like these items are being sectioned off to other people with the beta, probably are, but otherwise we can get those characters. Okay, so let's look at the characters around. Technophobe. I haven't done a Technophobe mission. Each time you use a gadget, there's a 50% chance it'll break. I don't know what that means. By break, do they mean that it just stops working? Do they mean that it won't, and when I say stop working, I mean, will it never work again? Okay, right. Now we're getting debug log missions. Aha. So, don't think that's meant to happen, but it's interesting. Right, so this hits ship size, sets pay, sets a guard number, aha. Interesting. That gives you way more information. Okay. Huh. Sentry set to hard. Okay, let's go on this ship. I want to see what that actually means. Since the actual thing here is just a low alarm response. Right, and this, like... enemy intensity, autopilot, defender, right, that would be something about the intensity... Oh no, there's mercenaries. Huh. Cool. I like it. Like, I like getting this view of it. Honestly, that's about it. What do we want to use then? Okay, let's just do this one. So get a better idea of what that means. So does this mean that there is a sentry on the ship? I don't know what triggered that. Maybe it was getting that error earlier. But getting that insight is pretty cool. Okay. So do we see a sentry? Yes, we do. Huh. So we get ourselves a trusty wrench. And we got ourselves an extreme range key cloner. How extreme range is that? Not quite extreme enough, but it could be. So, we're going to wait for this fella to walk north, if he ever will. I really wish... wait. Yes! Okay. So it worked, but the thing broke. So I think what that does mean is it is the kind of intuitive one of, okay, where's the other guard in this area? Pretty sure there were 3. Well, whatever. Really? Fine, I guess. Okay, lost track of if there was another guard. If there was, I'm just gonna dump him in here. Hey buddy, I wanna pick you up and take you with me. Okay, so basically it will work that one time, but then it is gone. Given that was a one-shot item, who cares? But no alarm response means no alarm response. So we'll just murder all of these people. And since we're not shaky, we can keep doing that. It does seem that quiet is the new kind of common gun. But the interesting thing is most of the guns that I've inherited are not. So generally a powerful gun is also a gun that has other problems. Which is, you know, an interesting mix. And bye. Okay, fine. Bye. Shotguns somehow only take 1 to use. Okay, that was inconvenient. Really? Really? Like, yeah. This is why I don't like using shotguns. Okay, now, we'll go over here, we'll grab this, we head back to our friendly station. So that, yeah, I mean that debug log does give us a clue. But it also means that potentially you could use that to work out the difference between, say, these two. Right, this one is obviously the claws, that's why that bonus comes into play. This one, setting lifelink to hard would be too much. Ah, I see, so basically it generates a bunch of things and then goes, actually I can't use all of them because there's a cap on how much a hard or an audacious mission can play, because there's mistakes and there's glory. Huh, that's super cool. Okay, we've got enough cash that we can totally do this. It's a bit inconvenient, but we can still totally do it. So what we want to do then is we get that. Do we have enough cash then? I do want an acid trap. Well, sell that. I guess we're just gonna go with it and see how we do. rescue here. The crash trap is more important than the acid trap. Just as a general rule. Ah, really? Really? You're gonna do that to me, game? Well, fine. So. That was dumb. Also dumb. Pick it up. Put it down. Throw this. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Okay. And give me that wrench. Okay, and then you're a jammer. Okay, so this gets more tricky than I would like. Okay, right. So take out the jammer before he can raise the alarm. Put the crash trap down here. And then the alarm's going to be raised anyway. Nope, not if I can hit him first. Okay, so the thing about trackers, the thing I really hate about trackers, they do not have any delay. They see you, they shoot you. There is no delay at all. And that, you know, is bad for me. Okay, so now what we need to do is take both of these two out, pick them up and throw them over here. So we got both of the like roaming mercs. So that should be fine for us. You two are going to panic up here, but again, I can ignore you. So that should be fine for me. Okay, so it's a good thing that these apparently can't fail. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to drop this here in the hopes that the guards actually head that way. If they don't, that's fine actually. Left click, right click. Yep. There we go. And now we can even grab those items, find out what they are. Glitch trap, that's useful. Visitor. Okay, yeah, and that's one of the things that can potentially only be one shot. And that's kind of what you just got to assume, I guess, with a technophobe, is that any item you've got is one shot. Which is gonna make it interesting when I start doing some of this dumb stuff. Sir. What? How did that go through them? On the other hand, they still got taken out, so. And this is not autopilot because that would have made the pay too good. Okay, now, boom boom. I'll grab that intel and throw you around the corner. I do like just the double hitter. The old, I mean, it's unnecessary because I could just do this fairly easily with a single wrench and throwing, but it just takes less work. Okay, so now the trick. So the worry here is that guy. That guy gets his shield up before I get a chance to knock him out, and that's bad for me. Okay, cool. They're gone. Do I want to bother with anything else? No, I don't think so. We'll go up this way. We'll head over here, see what's in the box. quick-fire concussive shotgun, but not quiet. See, that's what I was talking about, right? You very rarely seem to end up with quiet weapons with modifiers. And then there's characters whose superpower is owns a silencer. A silencer that works on all weapons, which, you know, is a pretty significant superpower. But still, it is kind of weird that that's a, like, thing. They're just that rare. 2 more liberations for that. Okay, so. Got silent missions, which is no alarms. Okay. Let's grab another mission. Rescue this person. 2 defenders. Setting time limit to hard would be too much pay. I love seeing that. So it's just like it comes up with a bunch of modifiers and then it checks the difficulty and it checks the pay to work out whether or not. Okay, and so hijack is a more difficult mission than rescue. Yeah, I like it. Okay, now, question is, do I do this the slow and difficult way, or do I do it the dumb way? Okay. So I could deal with all of those guys. Let's just see some. So you are right here. And there's no alarm response, so if I can surgically extract that room, then things will be fine. Thank you for volunteering. And yeah, definitely very surgical the way this will work. Give me your stuff. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Bugger. Pick you up, throw you over here, get the key, throw you in with the stuff, take that, clunk you, you're fine, you're out, left 1 guard alive, in a place where they're unlikely to patrol for me. Now head over here. Okay, now I need to turn around. This is a thing that I'm still trying to get better at. It's the ability to manage speeds. Okay, because I want to be nice and close when I do this. And I don't want to, like, one of the options, and this is especially if I was not trying to set off an alarm, would be to just ram the ship. Because if it's the same faction, then it just assumes that it was an accident. Okay, now I need to be real careful, right? Okay, yep. So I want to remove that corner. You want to move a little bit faster, thank you. That room? That room? That wasn't ideal, but I'll just get rid of that. There we are. Okay. Okay, now we want to get to our pod. I love the way that the music just calms right down when that happens. So now, we just need to duck with this spinning piece of debris, hit this person who survived. Sorry, buddy. You know what? I'm feeling merciful. I'm just gonna put you on my pod as well, rather than let you spin to your doom. That could have worked out real badly for me. Okay. And now we'll just grab our previous ship and drive that home. There's not actually a huge point in doing that, although I'm gonna put this person on there. I'm feeling merciful enough that I will let them live, even though I murdered a bunch of their friends. There we go. Enigma, silent and unscathed. And now we can go over this way. Yep, as I said, 2 more. We can get swappers next. And we've got mistake missions. Yeah, now we can see the real ones. Okay, so firstly, give you the money. Thank you. Okay, so mistake missions. So here you can see like that it's actually does still have a cap, right? So 153 and then 183, or this one is too much. So it's not putting an alarm time on, it's not increasing the alarm time further, and it's not putting heat sensors on it. Interestingly, heat sensors adds that much cash, honestly, because they're annoying, but they're not that bad to deal with. Okay. Lots of guards. Jammers, the tracker. I do not like the tracker. And what are we trying to do? Rescue this person. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll demonstrate the other one, I guess. And then there's this, which is stealing a ship. Interesting. Just sets the desired size, so we don't have the same debug output. Reinforcements. Yeah, I mean that's all doable. Whatever. It's even off-world security. Actually, I'm going to do this one now. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing that one now is because then I get the Technophobe achievement. Okay. Okay, so we need to get all the way to the other side. So you could do this and like, okay, what do I need to do, etc, etc. Or, and this is my favorite approach in this situation, get out of Dodge, find ourselves, we're in off-world security space? No, we're not. Off-world security space, is this? Yeah. I mean, it's annoying that it takes this long to find them sometimes, but and it'd be slightly easier with the glitch pod. Come on. You can generate one. It's not that hard, game. Thank you. It's even got guns if we want them. Get clonked. There we go. Perfect. You get clonked. Perfect. And we've even got a zone where we don't need to worry about things. Oh, excellent. A swapper. So we can also do some of the other bullshit. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we don't want to set off the alarm in this ship. Why? Reasons. But we do want to get on that ship. And we do want to get on that ship without necessarily having to fight our way literally all the way across it. We don't want to use a bunch of gear to do so. We want to try and do it in a relatively conservative fashion. So, what we're going to do is we're going to engineer a little bit of a collision. Little bit. So, that, I think, should be enough. Oh, I did it on the wrong side, didn't I? That was dumb. that's almost ideal. Oh, that was a bit too close. Okay. You know what? Let's give it a shot. We don't have the visitor on us. That would be kind of ideal. Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of where we've messed up a bit. So what we want is we want to be able to get in there, and we can't right now because we don't have a key. So we need to generate a key. So I guess the thing about that is we could generate a key a few different ways. One is say screw it, and the one I'm going to use in this case, by the way, is to say screw it, I don't mind. I just need to hit this room and then this room. Okay, so the thing about removing a room that had a door is if you blow up a ship, well, firstly, right, you're going to see, oh no, it's blowing up our ship. Whatever. That could be a problem if we cared, but we don't. Return to pod. I don't want to get shot. Thank you very much. So, I mean, our poor ship that we stole. Oh, look at that. That is a little bit off, but ooh, quiet, armor-piercing, lethal weapon. Which is what we were stealing. I don't know why we've got this identified. It shouldn't be. It should be unknown. It should actually be unknown, but it's not. But that's okay. So we've got all of these reinforcements coming in, and this ship is just going to blast the shit out of the one we used to ram it, because we opened fire on it, and thus we are a traitor and not just inadvertently causing mayhem. Which I love, right? Because, you know, how was ramming the ship not something that generated a similar response? But whatever. It works. We got our personal mission done. So it's... Wait. We no longer need to hand in our personal mission. So I have a really awesome gun. Okay. Well, one of the things that this update's added is the ability to buy armor-piercing rounds. So I'll take it. Now, let's show some of the ridiculousness that you can do with a swapper. Although I guess we kind of did previously. Let's rescue this person. The best part of this is it's off-world security, which means if we get caught, no one cares. Okay, well, no one will kill us. So we want a glitch trap as well. And yeah, so let's do this. The other thing that would be great, I wonder if this applies. I can't get a swapper, not a swapper, a sidewinder. Okay, that's the thing I should try and get at some point. So I gotta go over here. No, sidewinders. I guess we automatically start with some. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. Wait, oh right, because we picked a mission. Never mind, whatever. We don't need it. We don't want to retire just yet. Okay. What do we got? There we go. Let's rescue this person. So we could again do a bunch of bullshit, but in this case, we're going to do the simplest. Got a swapper. Okay, it broke. That's not great. We don't have a way of generating noise. So we're kind of stuck here forever. Did we successfully catch them? Yeah, I knew that would be a risk. So here is where you run into problems. So I can do this until the cows come home and nothing will happen. I can do this and again nothing will happen. I could do that and also nothing will happen because I have no way of attracting their attention. Wow, that's a thing that I should have thought about before I dumped my quiet gun. And you can't use a glitch trap on yourself. So this is also how you can get yourselves into trouble. The best part about this is nothing's gonna happen here, right? I can just sit here forever. Oh, hello. How come I got shot? Who came through? Alright, so someone came through and hit me. Who? I don't know. But the best part of this is it actually saved my character. So I just completed that objective because someone somehow detected me. Because otherwise I was just going to sit there until the cows came home. Get in there. 154. Thank you. Right. So, give me this. Thank you. Done. Swappers added to the store. Pacifist missions added. Give me this. Medium capacity teleporters. Ghosts added. Okay. I kind of wanted to keep going until we got clients, but I think my voice is actually also starting to go. So let's just see something. Okay, got mistake missions. That's still not coming up. Like we could totally try for this. Rescue that person. So the item, when it breaks, does it go in here? No, it is just gone. So I guess with a technophobe, what you want to do is you want to buy single-use items. You don't care about whether they are rechargeable. In fact, you probably never want to do that. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to retire this character, and I think I'm going to bid you good night because I think my voice is going and I'm just done. I'm really having fun with this update. I like the changes. I like just how new a bunch of things are. It's interesting seeing what does work and what doesn't. Mysterious gun. Let's go with mysterious gun. And yeah, until next time, which yeah, no, it won't be next week because I got other things on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not actually sure when the next stream will be. I'll try and announce it on Twitter because I have a bunch of personal things happening and that's just and work travel as well, and that's all just going to mess things up. So
Bye.
Until then, have a great day, whenever then happens to be. Bye.